Hello and welcome to the marvellous show Peaky Blinders. If you've never watched Marvel Show before, I'm your host Steve, and it's a react show to movies and series and a spin-off show called Random React where people eat weird stuff and try not to be sick. That's good fun, check that out as well. But yeah, getting back to Peaky Blinders, if you are a fan of Peaky Blinders, please subscribe, like, comment, hit the bell if you haven't already. That really helps me out. And yeah, well, last week we watched episode 3, and what an amazing series. I'm loving this so much. There's so much going on, and I really do feel sorry for Tommy at the minute. He's got so much going on right now. I don't know how he copes. We first see him have a meeting with two guys who are supposed to be with the IRA. They're definitely IRA supporters anyway, and they've heard a rumour about these guns that the Peaky Blinders have got. So of course, I mean, Tommy denied it totally. And at the same time, Grace has been listening in on the conversation. Obviously, she's got real kind of beef with the IRA because I think they killed her father or something. So she's, you know, she was listening quite intently, and then later on we see her following one of these guys down these kind of back alleys, and he's clocked onto it already. He knows that she's there, and a bit of a fight ensues, and she actually ends up shooting him. Now whether she meant to follow him to kill him or just to find out where he, you know, what he was up to, I'm not sure. I think she was out to kill him, to be quite honest. And she's also seen doing it, and I thought that was it, that, you know, she's had it now, but she's managed to wangle her way out of that one thanks to Inspector Campbell. He's sort of got her off the hook a bit, and he's still perving over her, which is a bit weird. We had a bit more of Tommy's flashbacks from the First World War. It was horrible scene where they're kind of in like a tunnel, kind of a trench tunnel kind of thing, and they can hear scraping on the walls, and suddenly the sort of the Nazis burst through this wall, and there's almost like a fisticuff fight. And people get stabbed. It was horrific. And Tommy was saying that the reason he smokes opium, I think it is opium that he smokes, is because he can still see the scratching on hair scratching on the wall, you know, in his nightmares and stuff. So he's, yeah, I mean, even in his sleep, he's not having an easy time of it. We had a real tense scene between Freddie and Tommy, like a scene from Reservoir Dogs, where they both held the gun to each other, which is such a powerful scene. And Freddie's basically saying, look, you know, because Polly had offered him a load of money and tickets to go to New York to stay with Ada, and he basically turned it down. He said to Tommy, look, you're not getting rid of me, I'm staying here. So that's going to get more and more tense, especially as now Tommy's been threatened by the police that if Freddie doesn't disappear, that Ada's going to end up doing time. So something's going to give there, and I've got a horrible feeling that it's going to be Ada that suffers. I've just got a horrible feeling, being that she's pregnant and everything. I'm not sure, but yeah, I'm hoping she doesn't die. That might be the answer to it. I'm not sure, but I'm hoping I'm wrong on that. And the main story was at Cheltenham races, where the Peaky Blinders are now sort of muscling in and being the sort of the protection for Billy Kimber. The Lee family were there trying to steal money off people, and Peaky Blinders kind of sorted them out. And also there was a deal struck between Tommy and Billy Kimber, because Billy wanted a couple of hours alone with Grace, sort of alone time with Grace, which I'm shocked, to be quite honest, but Tommy agreed to it, and we kind of see a scene where she has to go back to Billy Kimber's home alone with him, and he basically forces himself on her, almost tries to rape her. I think he would have done if Tommy hadn't come back through the door again and made up the excuse that Grace was actually a whore and that she's got the clap, which I thought was random, quite funny. Yeah, so and she seemed a little bit annoyed, and I'd be a lot more annoyed than that, I think. But I guess she's got to keep in with him, hasn't she? She can't completely lose it with him, so she's had to sort of kind of like just take it and you know, sort of stay with Tommy and try and get closer to him. So yeah, that was an awesome episode. So it's been a little bit longer this time, so I've had lots to do, lots of editing to do and stuff. But I can't wait to get stuck into this now in episode 4. This is Peaky Blinders season 1. See you in a bit.
There are no men like me.
What's going on?
That's your starters, gentlemen. Double bits.
That's at the Lee family. Oh crap. What's that little kid doing?
Oh boy.
Bloody hell.
We're just taking about our size. There's money here! Search everywhere!
Oh boy.
I've already proposed, and she said yes. It's Lizzie Stark. Understand, do not use that word.
What word is that, John?
You know what word that is.
Everybody bloody knows.
Everybody can go to hell.
Whore, that word? Or prostitute, how about that one?
Lizzie Stark never did a day's work vertical.
She's changed.
Brave is going where no man's gone before.
And with Lizzie Stark, John, that is really not what you'll be doing.
Listen to me.
Tommy, we've been done over.
What?
I left these.
Wirecutters. I mean, why would they leave wirecutters?
Nobody move. Somewhere in here there's a home grenade.
Holy Jesus.
If it was in here, it would have blown by now. It was my name on that bullet. Didn't stay exactly where you are.
Oh no.
No, not fair!
Bloody hell. Oh dear.
Put your hand on the Bible.
I don't believe. This war is cutting us all up.
Radim kachi aliyat.
Glenn-Uesque Saltrades.
No wonder you won't touch a Bible.
I'm collecting smart people, but I need strong men too. On my mother's side, we are kin.
And that bloke that we met in London who you said was a Frenchman, he was Russian. I'm not an idiot, Freddie. Who are you loyal to, Freddie?
Anonymous tip-off. The address of Stanley Chapman.
You promised me Freddie Thorne.
This is instead of Freddie Thorne. Stanley Chapman is a bigger fish than Freddie Thorne. I want your word that you'll let Freddie Thorne and my sister leave the city.
Very well. You have my word.
When my business with Kimber is done, the guns will be returned. That was the deal.
If I were to be fired, and it were your fault, I would do things that would shame the devil.
Thought he was going to do it then. Whew. That'd have been a silly thing to do. They kind of need each other now.
Look what we found. See, Stanley Chapman really does have snow in his boots.
He'll tell us everything he knows, including the whereabouts of Freddie Thorne.
I thought you'd done a deal.
Oh, is that what you thought?
Well, you gave your word.
What is he up to?
Who told you about the money?
Who do you think? Yeah, it was Ada's idea. That's how desperate she is to get out of that rat hole you're keeping her in.
And you think this copper will keep his word? Stanley won't be able to give up my address because he doesn't know it. And if you want me out of Birmingham, it'd have to be in a wooden box.
Ooh.
He had some kind of seizure.
Did he give you an address? What's the matter with you? He fell down some stairs.
It's crazy, isn't it? God.
These cigarettes are not fit to sell.
Smells like Gallipoli.
You should find a new place to store them.
It has to be far away from coppers. Always keep contraband near petrol boat moorings.
Don't boats get searched?
We moor them at junctions.
Oh, he's going to give it away. He's going to be easy for her to get information out of.
Not so much as a bullet, just more cigarettes and whiskey.
Arthur tells me you've been asking questions about how we run our business.
Oops.
As you and me go for a walk. Well, then you know it's here people come to confess. Well, here it is, Grace. I'll confess.
I'm not an accountant nor a lawyer.
No. No, but you have something I need. Class.
Is this a job interview?
Arthur says you're good with numbers.
Well, that's relative. He's quite poor.
But you're a liar. No Catholic girl would enter a church and forget to make the sign of a cross. You know that most of what I do is illegal,
I'm not blind.
and yet you'd still be willing to work for me.
Whoa! Shit. She's getting close.
It's all right. I'm not going to try and talk you out of it. John is his own man, and you're your own woman. Now, Lizzie, since I came back from France, I've come to you on any occasion. Why didn't you tell him that you've been serving his brother for the past 2 years?
Oof. Is he tempting her with the money?
These are new times, I'm told.
You mean one last time?
One last time. You and me.
Ah, she fell for it.
So where should we go?
So the past is not the past.
I love him, Tommy, really.
All we found was stolen tobacco and whiskey.
Which you left in place?
Of course.
He wants me to be his bookkeeper and secretary.
He's obviously fallen quite heavily for you.
Thought you'd be pleased.
There's something I have to tell you. I offered Lizzie some money. She said yes. Take Lizzie to the country. Marry her, if you want. I want you to get that to my sister.
I don't see her.
No one does. She's hiding from me. She goes in disguise, so I need to get someone inside.
What am I delivering?
It's an invitation. To a family occasion, I want her there.
She's like a double agent now, isn't she?
She said your brother Tommy is a dirty liar. And then I spoke to her sister and her cousin. Just a few regulars, they said. A couple of regulars.
We've got a big day tomorrow.
We have?
Tomorrow, we finish the war with the Lees for once and for all.
Oh dear.
What? What you staring at me for? What?
Good. Let's go.
What's you bloody doing, Tommy?
Smile, John. It's a wedding. There's a girl in the Lee family who's gone a bit wild, and she needs marrying.
John, boy! John, what?
So if you back out now, there's going to be one fucking mighty war breaking out here that's going to make the sun... It's going to make the sun look like a fucking tea party. Our family and the Lee family will be united forever.
That's messed up.
Here she is.
She better be under 50.
Which is sanctioned and honoured by the presence and the power of these two families around us.
He's well happy now.
Well, the two families become the one family.
Really?
I now pronounce you man and wife. Huh? Well done, kiss the bride, will you?
And he tries to kill his own brother-in-law!
Ida, that's enough.
No, he won't even let me have a fucking dance!
Holy shit. Water.
What? I've got a feeling she's going to lose the baby.
Freddie should be here.
Is that a heartbeat I hear inside that chest?
The truce lasts till sunrise. On my oath. Tell Freddie it's safe.
So you think her husband will take the same advice and stay away?
No, Freddie will be there.
She's going to tell Campbell, isn't she? Oh, that's good.
It's a boy, Freddie.
I hope nothing happens to him now. I've got a feeling that Campbell's going to know that he's there. Oh, no. I knew it.
You're hurting him, leave him alone!
Oh, man. She did it.
Holly! But the police came and took his father away. Don't you dare look at me like that! You liar!
She did it. And that was episode 4, season 1 of Peaky Blinders. Oh man, I was awful at the end. I hated that. I knew it was going to happen though, and I know that's Grace that's dropped him in it. That was a shame. But anyway, yeah. So we had a family sort of what do you call it? Like a family bonding, I suppose, where two families joined together, and we had I can't remember their names, but we had the Lee family and obviously the Shelbys sort of joined together because Tommy's younger brother, I can't remember his name off the top of my head, and obviously one of the women from the Lee family have sort of become joined. So I guess that means now that kind of war is kind of over now, hopefully. There was a moment where Tommy took Grace into, so he wanted to have a word with her outside, And there's several times now this has happened where I've thought that he's clicked on to the fact that she's a spy, and I thought this was another one of those moments. He took her into a church and sat her down and said, you know, sort of, it's time to confess. And I thought, oh God, but he hasn't quite got it. And he actually said to her that he now wants Grace as his kind of like PA basically, and also the fact that he's clearly got feelings for her. So now she's well in there now. She had the meeting with Campbell again at the gallery, I suppose it was. Yeah, basically said to him now that they're getting affectionate now. So hopefully now they'll find out where these guns. Well, I hope they. So I've got a feeling they may find out where these guns are soon, because they nearly got it right. Because it's Arthur that's giving it away, because he's not too bright, and she can manipulate him quite easily. And he said about they've got loads of places out in the docks. So they were raided by the police. How they would know they hadn't been there though, I mean, everything would have to be placed back exactly perfectly and all nailed back down, so I don't quite know how that would work, but yeah, so I think it's only a matter of time before they find those guns now, and I don't know what's going to happen first, whether it's going to be he's obviously going to screw Billy Kimber over. I'm not quite sure how yet, but that's going to happen now that he's joined forces with the Lees. And also we had Ada gave birth. I didn't know she was even that far gone. I mean, didn't look like she was that far gone, but anyway, she gave birth, and I knew what would happen because it was announced in the pub where Grace was working, and also that Tommy had said to Polly that he'd give Freddie the chance to go and see the baby, and you know he won't try and force him to leave or whatever. And yeah, I knew what would happen. Grace has obviously told Campbell where Freddie is, because they're after Freddie. And yeah, they pulled him away, so God knows what's going to happen to him now. Kind of dreading that a bit. Yeah, not sure, but I think, what was it, 6 episodes? Is it 6 episodes in the first season? Is it 6? I think it's 6. So yeah, it doesn't give very long, and I've got a feeling Grace is going to get caught out. I really do, because Tommy, he is quite bright. He's just not quite clicked on yet. He's got quite close, but not quite there. But I think he will do in the next couple of episodes. So yeah, that was an awesome episode again. I'm loving this show so much, and I can't wait to get into episode 5. So yeah, until next time guys, thank you again for watching, and again, if you haven't subscribed already, please subscribe. It really helps me out, and I shall see you in episode 5. See you soon. Bye.